Live a life that is worthy of emulation. Live a life that can attract somebody. Do you desire to be fruitful? The qualification for fruitfulness is that you must abide in him. It's hereby settled. When men shall say there is a casting down, you will announce that there is a lifting up. Turn on your faith, and it is scriptural. It is scriptural. To turn your faith on, when you are asked to turn your faith on, what it means is that you can turn off your faith. And for you to turn your faith on means it is possible for that faith to be off. Ladies and gentlemen, and I said it is scriptural. It is scriptural because I wanted to know from where is this word coming from. Is it born of the spirit or born of the flesh? But I read my Bible and I discovered that the word of God says that faith without work is dead. That means there can be faith, but when the faith is not working, and when it is not on, it cannot work. When it is on, it is working. So when it is not on, it is off. And when it is off, the Bible said it is dead. But there is faith. The Bible says faith without work. That means the faith is there, but the faith is not on. I came to tell somebody there is no one in this hall that doesn't have faith. Whether you are a believer or an unbeliever, every man has a level of faith. And I will prove it to you. What you need is to turn on your faith. That is why there is a man who has faith for healing. He will not be sick. But the same man who has faith for healing may not have faith for riches. When you come for healing, he is healed. He is living in good health, but he cannot have money because his faith towards monetary issue is off. But there's another man who has faith for money, that God is the supplier of all our needs, but he doesn't have faith that God can heal. That man will have money, but he will always be sick. His faith is on in the area of wealth, but off in the area of health. There is another person. Come on, am I talking to you here? The faith is that there is nobody without faith. Even unbelievers. Let me say this to you. It took faith for you to sit where you are sitting. If not, who told you that that seat can carry you? It is faith that made you come and you just sat down. Because it is possible that that seat is broken, but we just arrange it and you sit there and fall. But faith tells you it can carry you and you sat down. Oh, come on now. Now, listen to me. There is no man without faith. Just that is your faith on towards the Lord. Oh my God. Oh my God. Can I say this to you? Who told you your father is your father? It takes faith for you to believe and agree that your father is your father. We have seen people who believe over the years and then ended up knowing that the man they believe is their father over the years is not their father. So it takes faith for you to function here. The Bible says all things are possible to he that believe, and the faith is all about believing without doubt. That means if I believe and I doubt not, I can have anything. I told us here the other day, I said the difference between me and other men of God is not in my hair, it's not in my hand, it's not in my leg, it's in my faith. I believe that with God all things are possible. He told me in his word that whatsoever I shall hear you say when you pray, that is what I will do unto you. He said that to many of us, but not everybody believe. That is why the Bible said the same thing that was said to us was said to them, but they didn't mix their own with faith. But we mixed our own with faith, and it is working. I hear what I'm going to do today. As I stand in the name of the Lord, I will mix what I hear by faith, and the miracle is inevitable. And somebody is wondering, where is he coming from? He is coming from India. India is too small. He is coming from where he went to do jazz. It is too small. Somebody is insulting me. They said he's an occultic man. That's an insult. I belong to the dunamis of heaven. Beyond the place of occultism, occultism. Occultism is too small. Why are you bringing me down? I'm far beyond principalities and powers. I'm dwelling in the high places. Oh, with the Most High. I am dwelling in the place of the divine. For my faith is on. My faith is on. Hey, it's coming on me. Oh, turn on your faith, brother. Hold on. Anything is possible. If your faith can be on, you can capture anything. Let me say this to you. Let me say this to you. If your faith is on, there is nothing you can catch. You can magnet anything. When there's a release in heaven and with your faith on here, to magnet it is easy. Today, somebody in this place, you will walk out rejoicing. Turn on your faith. Slap your neighbor. Say, turn on your faith. Don't allow your faith to be on. Turn on your faith. Let me tell you what the devil does. Let me tell you what he does. He's sending people all around you to off your faith. If he can off your faith, he cannot defeat you. For this is the victory that overcomes the world, even our faith. By faith I can overcome the world. By faith I can conquer that which is unconquerable. By faith I can pull down mountains. By faith I can scatter what came to scatter me. By faith I will shake up the beast into the fire. By faith nothing shall be impossible. There is something about the weapon of faith. The weapon of faith can work in your body, it can work in your pocket, it can work in your head, it can work in your academics, it can work in your car, it can work in your house, it can work everywhere. The weapon of faith can work anywhere. Even if I drink deadly thing, it shall not hurt me. Why? I do not have a physical interlude, but there is something in me called faith. It neutralizes poison. Oh, help me hear this. There is something called faith. When my faith is on, everything around me is on. When my faith is on, I can conquer anything. I can conquer anybody. What they say nobody can do, I can do. Where they say nobody can go, I can go. Because my faith is on, is on, is on, is on. It's on, it's on. But I feel a bridge coming on. But I feel power here. Oh, hold on right about now. I come in the name of the Lord. Oh, I come to talk to you, brother. I come with the word of God sharp and strong in my mouth. I come in the name of he that sits upon the throne made of jasper. I believe that he is. Oh, my brother, my faith is on. That is why the Bible said that all I need is to on my faith, and then the thing is possible. How do I on my faith? The Bible says anybody that must come to him must first believe that he is. Hey! Before I come, I will on my faith. Before I come, I will on my faith. I will believe that he is, and then the rewarder of them that diligently. I can't believe that he is except my faith is on. When my faith is on, the language of the spirit is what I hear. What my optical eye see will not move me. What moves me is what God is saying. It is faith that will make them diagnose you, give you result, and you say that result is not my own. Help me hit your neighbor, say that result is not my own. You are taking it too easy. Let me tell you, faith is not gentle. If time permits me, I will get there. Part of the reasons every one of us is radical is because I have not seen a faith man that is not radical. Ladies and gentlemen, at a time Jesus was misunderstood. Jesus was not a gentle Jesus. When the anointing came on him, he entered the temple and started flogging everybody. I didn't hear you. Jesus was not a quiet Jesus. Oh, Jesus was not a quiet Jesus. Talking about faith, you need to be careful. How did this faith come about? Jesus was hungry. And I can't have faith and go hungry. I will turn it on. When I turn it on, the next thing that comes is I will speak into existence that which was not in existence before. The only thing he asked me to do is to speak. And he told me another thing. He said, when I speak, I should be careful not to doubt what I have said. That's what we read in the Bible. So if I say it and not doubt it, I will have it. If I say it and not doubt it, I will have it. If all the witches gather, I will get it. If all the weapons of the enemy are put in place, I will get it. Why will I get it? My faith is on. All I need to do is to on my faith. And that's a communication between me and heaven. Because I saw a ladder. Hold on. Listen to me. I said faith is not a gentle matter. If you want to take it gently, then you will take anything you see. Faith tell me not to take anything I see. You didn't hear me. Ladies and gentlemen, what has wine got to do with water? But can I say this to you? It was the mother of Jesus that discovered at the wedding in Galilee that their wine had finished. Can I say this to you? By age, they are not age mate, but faith does not talk about age. By experience, they do not have the same level of experience. She has had experience. As at this time, Jesus hadn't performed any miracle yet. But when he came, that their wine finished, the mother had it. The mother turned around and said to the servants, anything he asks you to do, do it. Anything he asks you to do, do it. Because my own faith is not on, but his own is on. When you follow a man whose faith is on, you can attract anything. I didn't hear you talk. If you talk, I will talk some more. The mother turned around and said, you may not listen to me, but hear him. Because at the moment his faith is on. And with a faith that is on, anything can happen. For the first time, Jesus spoke to the mother sarcastically. How? He turned around and said to the mother, woman, what do I have to do with you? Because at this time, where you are touching me is the most important part of me. Oh, brother Yagalagaja. When it comes to the issue of faith, it's a matter of destiny. Every man has his own. And Jesus turned around and looked at the people. Because the first thing Jesus did was to start raising apostles. I'll tell you why. Because until you raise apostles, those who will understand your language and follow what you say part time, it is difficult to get the extraordinary. To get the extraordinary, you need a team. That is why Paul said, I plant and Apollos water, but there is God that giveth increase. Every one of us is important in the kingdom. I need you as well as you need me. But the miracle you need will not come to pass, because except Aaron and Hur holds up the hand of Moses, there will be no victory. Aaron had a hand. Hur had a hand. They all have hands. But it is not a matter of hands. It is Moses' own, because his faith is on. Touch your neighbor, say on your faith. You are not touching the neighbor. Touch that neighbor, say on your faith. Okay, let me do here a little. The mother said to them, whatever he asks you to do, do it. That is to say, the mother had prepared a squad for him. And now, in the day of his power, his people shall be willing. And Jesus had a faith that is on. And Jesus didn't tell them, go and price wine. He didn't tell them, go and price wine. Because there is no methodology in miracle. The same kind of miracle may not be done the same kind of way. There are some people he spoke, their eyes opened. There are some people he rubbed his saliva on the mud and opened their eyes. But the truth of the matter is that eyes will open. But how it opens, the methodology can never be the same. My faith is on. When your faith is on, then you know what God is saying part time. Hit your neighbor again, say on your faith. Can I leave you now? I'm sure you've gotten the message, so I can leave you now. Now, take this. When she prepared a squad for him, Jesus said, fill all the jars. He didn't say fill all the bottles. Ever since they were drinking wine, they were drinking from bottles. But this time he said, fill all the jars, fill all the rubber, fill all the jars, begin to fill rubber, because this time people are about to drink the one they cannot finish. There is no shop in this land that has enough wine that all these people will drink and be satisfied. Oh yeah, now fill me jars. Oh, now fill me jars. And the Bible said without question, because the problem in the land was not water, the problem was wine. The problem in that occasion was not water, the problem was wine. So when he said fill me the jars, they said with water. They said no problem. And they filled everywhere with water. Jesus did not talk, it was his faith that spoke. I read my Bible. After they finished, Jesus didn't put his hands inside the water. Neither did he put his head inside the water. He said, fetch from it. You poured in the water, but before you poured in the water, my faith was already there. So as you were pouring the water, you were putting the water on my faith. That was why Peter said to Jesus, I'm a professional fisherman, but my faith is off, but your own is on. But since your own is on, I am not going to put down the net at my own. I will put down the net at your word, because out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks, and the faith dwells on the inside of you. But I feel a preach coming on. But I feel God right about here. I feel the power of God all over this building, and I feel the hand of God in this place. When your faith is on, there are no impossibilities. When your faith is on, there are no levels that you can get to. There is nothing that you cannot do. There is no height that you cannot get to. But I feel God right about here. I feel like preaching right now. I feel like shouting right now. But your word have I hidden in my heart, that I may not sin against you. Your word is a lamp under my feet. It is your word upon which I strive and I live. On your faith, on your faith, on your faith. Put your faith on. When your faith is on, you cease complaining. When your faith is on, you can't complain. When your faith is on, you are sure of something. There is something about faith. Faith cannot fail. And in the book of Mark, where the servant of God read, there is something you must notice there. Before you got to verse 23, if you take your time to look at verse 21 and look at verse 22, you would discover what God was talking about, what Jesus was talking about. In verse 23, Jesus was answering questions. That verse 23 you saw was answering to the question that he was asked in verse 21. In verse 21, they asked him a question. He started answering the question in verse 22. In verse 21, look at the question here. And Peter, calling to remembrance, said unto him, Master, behold, the fig tree which thou cursed is withered away. The fig tree, you cursed the fig tree the other time when we were passing by. I don't know about the rest of the disciples, but I marked the fig tree. Peter is a detailed man. He marked the fig tree. So when they were coming back, after that they had gone, and remember that it was on this journey that Jesus flogged people inside the church. Because as they were going, the Bible said Jesus was hungry, and he saw the fig tree and desired fruit from it. The Bible said he went there and didn't see any fruit. I don't want to sound anyhow, but then the Bible said something that touched me, that made me know that the hands of that fig tree is clean. No matter how clean your hand is, be careful with us. Our faith is on. Oh, be very careful. I'm not saying it for you to believe. I'm saying it because it is real. The fig tree has no issue. The Bible said that it was not time to bear fruit. But can I say this to you? When he said we should ask, he didn't tell us what to ask. Oh, I can ask for anything, he will give it to me. The only thing is that I will give account of how I use the power, but I will give it when I get to heaven. I will get to heaven first, and I will answer. So be careful. Be careful now. How? The fig tree, Lot ran out of the fig tree. Why will it be that particular fig tree that will be standing there at that time? Why not another one? Jesus looked at the fig tree, and the Bible said desired. This is a desire. He desired fruit from it because he was hungry. He needed to eat fruit. And he looked at the fig tree, and the fig tree had no fruit in it. And Jesus, out of provocation, and I preached it several times, and I said that a hungry man is an angry man. And Jesus cursed the fig tree and said, no man shall eat from you again. What was the offense of the fig tree? Don't ask me. Go and ask the Lord. Jesus said, no man shall eat from you again. And Jesus left. The Bible said, from the roots to the leaf, the fig tree died. Peter marked the fig tree as they were returning back. But listen, when Jesus spoke to the fig tree was still standing there. When Jesus cursed the fig tree was still standing there. But that standing was a ceremonial standing because it has started dying from the roots. That is why some of us, we do not understand where the things that is happening to us are coming from. Because the day it started is not the day you see the manifestation. So when it starts happening, you are looking around you to find the problem. You don't know that most of the problems are coming from far. That is why when he called us, he said the things which are past, the things which are present, and the things which are to come. That is what we will tell you. And that is why we are called the prophets. We will see yesterday, see today, and see tomorrow. Because some of the things you are seeing today is as a result of what transpired yesterday. Some of the things happening today is as a result of what happened yesterday. So if I look at your today, I may not get the answer from today. Then I need to look at your yesterday and know what went wrong that brought you to where you are today. Because it is what you did yesterday that determines where you are today. And what you are doing today will determine where you will be tomorrow. I will holler till the devil gets mad. I will holler till the end of my life. And as he was coming back, Jesus didn't mark the fig tree because he has spoken, and he know that what he has spoken will come to pass. But Peter marked the fig tree because Peter was going somewhere. As they were coming back, Peter observed the fig tree and discovered that it has died. He called on the attention of Jesus in verse 21 and said, Master, excuse me, there is an observation. The master turned around and said, what could that be? Peter said, the fig tree you caused when we were on our way to the temple. Look at it here. It has withered. It is dead now. Jesus was now responding. The Bible said, and Jesus answered and said unto them. He answered. It was an answer. Then the man of God took verse 23. Then in verse 23 he said, assuredly I say unto you, if you can say to this mountain. When I saw this mountain, then I came today that every mountain in your life. Oh my God, oh my God. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you move a mountain, what will be there? But Jesus said you can move the mountain. If you move the mountain from where the mountain used to be, you have turned around geography. You didn't hear that one? Jesus said, if you say to this mountain, move, and the only thing that can fight against it is you. If you say it and you doubt not, this is where Talknado comes in. I say it and I go to sleep. And somebody say, he's talking like God. Why wouldn't I talk like God? I'm a son of God. Let me provoke you a little, and I'm a God. The only difference is that I'm a little God compared to the big God. But if you remove the little, I'm God. You can hug transformer. Hey! You can only get jealous, but you can't do me anything. I'm anointed by the Holy Ghost. I'm like a naked wire coming from the source of power. If you touch me, you hang yourself. If I touch you, you hang yourself. Whichever way it goes, you are in trouble. If If you jam me, you get issue. If I jam you, you get issue. So whichever way. So what do you need to do? Uzo. You give chance from the way as I go. Hey, yeah. Somebody is getting provoked. But you can do anything. You can do anything. Help me hit your neighbor. Say, my faith is on. Can I release you now or talk some more? Touch another neighbor. Say, my faith is on. Oh God, we holler you till the devil gets mad. Don't mind me. I got the word of God in my mouth. Oh, don't be troubled. The power of God is in this place. Oh, don't bother yourself. The hand of God is in this house. Oh, you hear me now? Turn your faith on. What you need is to turn your faith on. It is not about crying. Turn your faith on. It is not about complaining. Turn your faith on. It is not about weeping. Turn your faith on. When the enemy knock on your door, is your faith on? If your faith on, you will fear nothing. If your faith is on, you are not afraid of anything. Neither are you afraid of anybody. You are not afraid of what the devil may do by day or by night. When your faith is on, all you need is to on your faith. Anybody can do anything, but the question is that, is your faith on? Do you know for how long that poison have been around your compound? You're marching through it every day. Any day your faith is off, that is the day it begins to work against you. But all these years it's not working because your faith is on. If I trample upon serpent and scorpion, they shall by no means hurt me. No means. Why wouldn't they hurt me? I am not wearing bulletproof, but I am putting on faith that is on. My faith is on. No matter what may come my way, as long as my faith is on, it can't touch me. No weapon fashioned against me shall prosper. Why? Why? Because my faith is on. Because my faith is what? My faith is on. God does not respond to feelings. God does not respond to emotion. He responds to faith. He responds to faith. My faith is on. Anywhere he see a faithful man, God is proud of him. It was the faith of Job that put him in trouble, if you like. Because it was because of his faith that God said to the devil, have you considered my servant Job? He's a faithful man. Faith. Somebody say, on your faith. That sister sitting close to you can't be a good friend if her faith is off. Because if her faith is off, she might either push you to off your own. Because the only thing you will hear from a man or a woman whose faith is off is that discourages. Words that are not edifying. The only thing you see is the things of the earth. But when your faith is on, you are living above principalities and powers. When your faith is on, you walk into the service like I walked into the service. When you look at my eyes, you see some red eyes coming to tell the devil, Kapute. When you walk into any meeting, the atmosphere changes because your faith is on. Shall I remind you that when your faith is on, you attract the owner of the faith? When your faith is on, God is on your side. When he said to you, wherever you are, there I will be. You don't know what it means. The only thing that is drawing him and attracting him to you is your faith. It's not the color of your face. It's not the size of your shoe. It is faith. Wherever he sees faith, he responds. Can you touch me, another neighbor, and say, on your faith? Once again, touch that neighbor, say, on your faith. When your faith is on, oh, this word is great. When your faith is on, anything can happen. Jesus said, if you say to this mountain, be thou moved and go yonder. And you know what yonder means? He didn't give us location. So if I move the mountain, I can throw it anywhere. You didn't hear me. If you doubt not. He didn't tell me where to take the mountain. No. I can take the mountain anywhere. But the most important thing is that I must move that mountain. There's a mountain that says your family will not move. There's a mountain that says you won't raise your head. There's a mountain that said you will not be yourself. There's a mountain that said life will not be better for you. I came for that mountain today. I will remove it and I will not doubt. If it is for doubting, remove your heart from there. I have overgrown that one. That is why I carry the prophetic mandate of the God of Talknado. Remove your heart from there. The only thing is that have I said it? If I say it, I won't doubt it. And because I won't doubt it, it will happen. And it is because of the position of the owning of my faith, because I left my faith permanently on. And let me say this to you. I owned my faith and lock it on. So even if you want to switch it off, there is no button again to switch it off. Because the off button of my faith has been removed. I didn't hear you. The off button that is related to my faith has been removed. I pulled it off so that even by mistake I won't touch it. The button of off does not exist. That is why I am a one-way traffic man. Once I believe, I believe. There is something about honoring your faith. Be careful so that nobody will off your faith. If you off your faith, it is dangerous. Because if you off your faith, then you need to convince God again for you to return back to that place. And I will prove it to you. For the Bible said, he who lays his hands on the plow and looks back is not fit for the kingdom. The word not fit is that you are not qualified. Now you have to pay before you will convince God again that you are still to be given a second chance. And it is now called a second chance. So now that I have the first chance, I don't want the second one. I'm not praying for a second chance. Because anytime you use your second chance, you finish your lifeline. And when the lifeline is finished, there is no other chance. I read my Bible, I didn't see third chance. I'm sorry, you. I didn't see third chance. So I want to use this first one to the end. Let the second one remain untouched. So when I get to heaven, my crown will be all over the place. And I will still tell them, I only used one, so I still have one life chance. Oh, come on here. But can I say this to you? If you lay your hands and you look back, why will you look back? You look back when you off it. And men who look back beg for help. I saw it happen in the life of Peter. When the faith of Peter was on, the guy was walking on water. And my Bible says he walked on water. And whether you like it or not, among all the apostles that were in the time of Jesus, this guy, Peter, and this guy is a tough guy on his own. The guy didn't go to school, but this guy is a dangerous guy. He didn't go to school, no. He's an illiterate, but this guy is dangerous. How do I know he's dangerous? The other day he was the one who challenged the master and said, if you are the one, ask me to come. Right at the middle of the sea, at the troubling of the sea, when everybody in the boat, including him, had confessed death, he stepped out. He walked on water. But something happened. As he was walking on water, when his faith was on, he didn't know when he pressed the button of the off button. And the Bible says he looked at the sea and his faith was off. When his faith became off, he began to sink. Because all the while he was walking on water, he wasn't walking by his leg. He was walking on faith. And when it is faith, faith can carry you on top of anything. On top of anything, faith can carry you. But once your faith is off, you begin to sink. And when he began sinking, he knew that only one thing can help. Experience cannot help him. At that time, he can't swim there. And it was night and it was getting so dark. And he raised his voice. Thank God for somebody like Peter. And he said, Master, help me. I need help now. I need help. He said, Master, help me. And the Bible said the master stretched his hands, because no matter how far you are, his hands will reach you. No matter the distance, his hands will reach you. It doesn't matter where you are, his hands will reach you. The hand of God can get to anywhere. I think I need to stop here. And he stretched his hands. And when he stretched his hand, he didn't drag him up. His hands touched the hand of the master. His faith was on again. I'll prove it to you very quickly. The only thing he needed to do was his hand to touch the hand of the master. What am I going to do in this meeting today? There are many lives and destinies that I will put on. How am I going to put it on? I will touch your hand. I don't need to drag you. No, I will touch your hand. By the contact of that touch, your faith will come on. Because when the both of them entered the boat, I read my Bible. The Bible did not say, and Jesus carried him into the boat. The Bible said they both walked into the boat. His hand just touched the hand of Jesus. His faith was on again, and he began to walk on water. And both of them walked into the boat as friends. They were walking together. Jesus was walking on his own, and Peter was walking on his own. The only thing he did was just holding the hand of the master, and they were both walking in. If you like, I can add my own. That as they were walking in, they were discussing, what's your own? Come on now. And all he needed was a touch. A touch from the master. So when he said, Master, help me, the faith of the master on his own faith. I got faith in me. But the problem is that faith without work is dead. Now for my faith to come alive, I need a touch from the master. Touch me one more time, oh Lord. I need a touch from the master. I need a touch from you. One touch from the master, my faith comes alive. Only a touch. What am I doing now? Faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of God. As I'm talking now, somebody's faith is coming on. Somebody's faith is coming on. Somebody is telling himself, I can make it. Wow. God is out. To me, do you believe in the workings of faith? You believe that faith can work? Help me raise your two hands up. Say, I will not die. Have you been here before?
Yes, sir.
You've been to this church before, or today is your first time?
I've been here before.
You've been to this church before?
Yes, sir.
Which church do you attend?
I'm a Catholic.
Okay, you're a Catholic. But you've been here before, like how many times?
Like 4 times now.
Like
5.
4 times,
Yeah.
or 5. Now you've been to this place.
Yes, sir.
And you believe in the workings of faith.
Yes, sir.
Eh?
Yes, sir.
As your hands are raised up, I can remove those attacks from you just by spoken words.
Yes,
For this purpose was the Son of Man made manifest to destroy the works of Satan. I came in here to destroy the works of Satan. And if I don't destroy the works of Satan, I'm not operating in my calling. There's problem in the family where you come from. And that problem, anybody that wants to lift the burden of the family runs into trouble. And that's what you are trying to do. So the evil that exists in your place visited you somewhere. And from the time that visitation was made, you've not been yourself. You're not getting yourself. You as a young man know that you are not functioning all right. Some things are happening in your life that you cannot explain. You don't know where to run to. There are some strange things happening to you. Do you know this address, 28 St. Michael's?
Yes, sir. That's where I work. That's where I work.
That's where you walk. 28 St. Michael's. Is there anybody in this church that know number 28 St. Michael's? You know number 28 St. Michael's. Do you know this young man? You know him? Okay, you people know him. He used to repair phone at 28 St. Michael's. There is an evil spirit in your place that is responsible for bringing down all the men and the young men and ensuring that nobody will raise their head. It takes extraordinary spiritual force to step into the matter to set that family free. And that is a line you wanted to break. You are struggling to break it. You are fighting so hard to break it. But something happened to you recently, and that thing that happened to you recently has two things to do. Either to turn you back into something I wouldn't want to say, or to take your breath. And what is that thing? That thing is that right inside your dream, your head broke.
Yes, sir.
Broke open. From that day up until today, you woke up from that sleep and that head have been paining you.
Yes, sir.
That same place that broke have been paining you physically.
Yes, sir.
That's a spiritual matter. But because my faith is on, I will trace it to the root right now. I will trace it to the root right now. To the root. To the very root. To the very root.
Yes, sir.
That is why I'm the carrier of the prophetic mandate of the God of Talknado. I will trace it to the very root. And as I trace it to the very root, I will correct it. Your head was not broken by hand. Neither was it broken by machete. The head hit on the ground and broke.
Yes, sir.
In your dream.
Yes, sir.
Eh?
Yes, sir.
Hit on the ground and broke. But now, I raise my voice as a prophet of high function. And I release you now. I speak by the authority of heaven. In the next 22 minutes, the 22 channels of death that opened up against you, I seal every one of them.
Amen.
Somebody holla Talknado, holla Talknado.
Talknado.
Somebody holla Talknado, holla Talknado.
Talknado.
In the next 22 minutes, 22 of them, I seal them up and I cover them here.
Amen.
They cease to operate from now.
Amen.
I release and relieve you.
Amen.
From your village, I seal it up.
Amen.
You will not die again.
Amen.
Settle.
I lost
Settle.
the man.
Settle. Oga, this is your wife. Do you believe in power?
Yes, sir.
Something happened during the renovation of the shop where you are now.
Yes.
As a result of the expansion of Fox Road.
Yes.
In the course of that, they fought to pursue you from the line.
Yes, sir.
As a matter of fact, if not by the grace of God, you are not supposed to be in that line again.
Yes, sir.
They fought to remove you there.
Yes, sir.
You pinned your legs down.
Yes, sir.
When it became the issue of talking, your wife carried it upon herself and used words. They were talking, she was talking, and they were talking. And now something happened. They made sure they planted something at the front of the shop. And what does that thing do? That is why your wife will be healthy in church. She will be healthy at home. But immediately she entered the shop, her body will change.
Yes, sir.
Does it happen?
Yes, sir.
Does it happen? One thing you must know about where you belong is that this is a family where there is an eye that can see. And it is very important because without this kind of vision, people perish, people die. And yet you die without knowing what is killing you. Yet you die without knowing where the death is coming from. Now what am I going to do? I will neutralize what was done in the shop. Because she won't stop coming there. And for some time now, nothing is happening for you there.
Nothing.
The business is not moving.
No, no.
Because they want to frustrate you and make you run away from the line. But it is not possible.
Amen.
Because they can't do that to you when I'm still alive and awake.
Yes, sir.
They can do that to you when I still carry the prophetic mandate of the God of Talknado.
Yes, sir.
They can do that to you when I still bear the mark of God upon me.
Yes, sir.
When I still understand how he works in the realm of the spirit. What am I going to do? Now he spoke in Jerusalem and he came to pass in Capernaum. And the same God is the caller of the called. And I come in the volume of the book that is written of me. I come with fire and thunder in my mouth. I come with grace. I come with anointing. I come in the name of he that is higher than all. He is bigger than the biggest. He is higher than the highest. No one was like him. No one is like him. No one will forever be like him. He is the beginning that began the beginning before the beginning began. He is the all in all. His name is God. I come in his name, sir, and I decree from here, as the word we hit at the front of your shop at First Road right now, and uproot that whitish substance that was poured there, that anytime you cross it, something will come to her like she's been dizzy, and from that the body system will change. It will cease happening now because I removed them. Bantuto yakentala yaga janduya apatutelede ingra andogujindelada. I swallow it and it shall not touch you anymore. It shall not affect you anymore. It is out of there. And the same thing that is chasing customers away. Have you not asked yourself, why is it that very few customers agree to enter your shop?
Yes,
even some that will stop outside and be asking questions.
Yes, Daddy.
They don't want to cross.
Yes, sir.
Very difficult for any customer to cross. Mambra ando yikelele bejundiala. Zapata yakata kuchoyele. Bayonde and the gloves.
Amen.
It is done.
Amen.
You can go after the faith clinic today. Tomorrow go to shop and try.
Amen.
When you are there, call me and tell me I'm the man carrying the prophetic mandate of the God of Talknado. God bless you. I want to enter Okoye's family. There is a difficult case I want to handle there now. I want to step in there very quickly. You are from Okoye's family. I will step into your family matter now.
Yes, sir. Amen.
There is something called spiritual power. A lot of people do not understand what spiritual power means. And they lose it. They lose it all around. Your name is Chinoye.
Yes, sir.
Chinoye, do you believe in spiritual power?
Yes, sir.
It is spiritual power that has kept you where you are. Were you here on Sunday?
Yes, sir.
You were here on Sunday.
Yes, sir.
Did you hear when I was talking about fear?
Yes, sir.
You heard me when I was talking about intimidation?
Yes, sir.
You heard me?
Yes, sir.
And you heard me when I was talking about somebody being timid.
Yes, sir.
Now, timidity is not intimidation. Timidity is one intimidating himself or intimidating herself. Nobody is intimidating you, but you are intimidated by yourself. That is timidity, and that is what has been holding you. And now hear me. It's a satanic weapon. You heard me when I said so?
Yes, sir.
It's a satanic weapon. It destroys somebody. Coupled with the fact that where you come from, the family is tough and thick, that you people need help.
Yes, sir.
You people need help. It is as a result of what is in your family that have covered you. You are a graduate, but you don't look like one. And as you are now, nobody has come to your family to ask for your hand in marriage,
yes,
let
sir.
alone you saying no.
Yes, sir.
You are not the most ugly. Eh?
Yes, sir.
You are not the worst person when it comes to character. But listen, if the foundation be destroyed, what shall the righteous do? There are spiritual issues that unless they are taken care of, it becomes difficult for somebody to truly excel. It becomes difficult for somebody to truly see the light of the day. Not every prophet sees the deepness of critical cases like this as to know what to do. You know for how many years your brother have been in China now?
Yes, sir.
Struggling there, but yet he has nothing. When somebody is in a country for over 10 years and you don't have anything to show for it, but you wake up every day and labor, something is wrong somewhere. Is there any sister in this house that your head is like they are hitting hammer on your head? It has been happening to you now for some time. But even in church here, your head is aching you badly. It's like they are using hammer to hit on. Anybody like that here? Come, run. You. It's like they are hitting hammer on your head. It's been like this for the past 3 months now. You've taken medication, you've gone to hospital, you've done everything you know. It's still on. And the painful thing is that right inside the church here, the thing is happening. Where were you sitting? It's hitting you in such a way that you can't control it. Chinoye, you said you believe in power.
Yes, sir.
I feel your pain. Your pain is touching my heart, and because of that pain, that is why I'm about to do what I'm about to do now. That is why I'm about to do what I'm about to do now.
Thank you, sir.
Are you here? I don't care the family where you come out from. I don't care what has been happening in your family. But I prophesy today. Whatever it is from your home that is responsible for that thing you have been going through on the negative, today I order that thing to leave your life alone. The compound where you live, is there any woman in that compound that you suspected was having something to do with your husband and you confronted her?
Yes, sir.
Since the day you confronted her, you and that woman have been having issues.
Yes,
You people don't agree in the compound.
yes, sir.
Do you remember removing a particular attachment from your head 3 months ago?
Yes, sir. We've won. Yes, sir.
We've won.
Yes, sir. Hey.
We've won is different from attachment, huh? Okay, that one is we've won. You removed it from your hair.
Yes, sir.
From your head, and then you combed it and dried it outside.
Washed it and kept
You
it outside.
washed it and kept it
Yes,
outside.
sir.
But when you came to collect it, you discovered that they cut a part of it.
Yes.
You thought it was children. You collected it and went back
Went
and
back.
kept it inside your house.
Yes.
The thing is in your house,
Yes, sir.
but there's a part of it that they cut.
Yes, sir.
Everything happening to your head is as a result of that one they cut. After washing it, it was wet, and you hung it outside to dry. They cut it in that wetness, and I'm happy it is raining now. I will tell you what will happen.
Amen.
I told you in this service that I will do ministry.
Amen.
I will tell you what will happen now. Whether you call it attachment or weave on, I will retrieve it.
Amen.
The woman collected it, gave it to another woman who is her own witch doctor,
Hey.
to ensure that they destroy this one and send her to untimely grave. She has been to hospital, stayed 1 week and 1 day, which is 8 days.
God the test. They say they can't find anything.
They can't find anything.
Yes, sir.
I like your spoken English. They can't find anything. She went to the hospital, stayed for 8 days, and they couldn't find anything. Because what was happening to her is not something they can find. It takes an eye like this one to look deep deep into the realm of the spirit and see what has gone wrong. I don't know who you are, but whatever has gone wrong in your own life, we shall turn it upside down. In this meeting, we will change it today. Talknado family, can I do ministry? Talknado family, can I demonstrate power? If they can cut somebody's weapon and place the weapon upon their shrine, as they hit it, her head will be pounding. As they hit it, her head will be pounding. And she's standing before an oracle of God who carry the prophetic mandate of the God of Talknado. The same way they are manipulating her, I stand as an instrument of God. I say it will not happen so again. Can I hear the loudest amen in this place? Can I hear the loudest amen in this place? Can I hear the loudest amen in this place? Listen to me. They are not with her. They are where they are because the lady cut the thing off, sent to her sister who lives at Osogbo, and the sister took it there, and they now invited her to come. And she told people in the compound that she's traveling, and she traveled. Stayed there for 5 days and came back. And since then, you have not been yourself. But have you seen what this thing has done to you? Normally, you don't believe in going to churches. But since this thing started, you have been to many churches.
You know Catholic people now. They don't even believe in religion.
Now, hear this. They are doing it at Osogbo. The thing is affecting her here in PORTHARCOURT. It has pushed her. She was in our church on Friday. You are here again today. You have been going to churches, not just this one. And anywhere you go, you keep holding your head. Because the thing is pounding a hit. The only time you're getting relief now is now that I did something. You know what I did? I didn't remove it, but I only slowed it down so I can talk. Under 24 hours, something will happen in your compound, practical. I am provoked now. I want to matter the liar Gabashandu. I want to go and look for your weapon.
Yes, Daddy.
You said it's weapon.
Yes, Daddy. Thank you, Daddy.
I want to go and look for your weapon.
Yes, Daddy.
Somebody cut it off and sent to somebody. That one sat down where he's sitting down and was behaving like he got some power. He was manipulating it at Osogbo, and somebody said he's standing here. So now I'm going to Osogbo.
The power of God.
Hold on. Do we have any umbrella here? Do we have any umbrella? Eh? Oh yeah, somebody come. Let's go and look for this.
Like you, I never see anyone like you.
Now, listen. I don't need to ask you. Your head is very calm now.
Yes, Daddy. Very calm.
When the root of the problem is solved, the problem will go. Let me say this to you. Right now, her head will start pounding.
Amen.
Let me push it further. Even the native doctor at Osogbo, his head will start pounding.
Amen.
The sister that carried her there, her head will start pounding. I sit in the place of my office. What they did to this that was pounding your head, I turn it. I return it.
Amen.
Stand up. They didn't get lost. Last week, Tuesday, 3 of your children went to school. And up until now, you people have been looking for them.
Yes.
And today is what? Thursday.
Thursday.
It happened last week, Tuesday.
Yes,
Which
sir.
this Tuesday, last one made it 1 week. And now, nowhere to find them.
Exactly.
You people have reported to the police. You've been looking for them. Nowhere to find them from the
You
school.
are right.
The school is aware that somebody came to pick them.
Yes.
Signed. But you can't find your children. And you were the one that called the school on the phone and said somebody is coming to pick your children.
Yes.
And you sent your sister. Your sister arrived there. Somebody else had come, signed and collected the children.
Yes.
The school have been looking for them. You have been looking for them. Or you call me Talknado.
Talknado. Talknado. Talknado.
Olùpọ̀ wáyé ebùgbé ebùgbé lé ebùgbé máa ebùgbé lé ebùgbé máa ebùgbé lé ebùgbé máa ebùgbé.
What about her 3 children? That it is not possible. I use the word again, not possible. She can meet any man of God in the east of the Niger. They cannot do it. Oh, they told you the children are dead. They are not dead. Did you hear her? Other prophets told her that the children are dead. But Talknado, I'm saying the children are not dead. And the truth of the matter is that the children are not dead. But where they are is too far for ordinary eyes to see and ordinary hand to touch. Right now, I tell you how I'm going to journey. To recover the 3 children of this woman, I'm going to break into the cabal of an occultic group that is in the business of taking small children. And they have been operating in Nigeria for the past 12 years. They carry people's children and sell to them. They will use the head of these children. A lot of people have lost their children right now in this nation. A lot of children are missing. A lot of children, a lot. What are they going to use them for? They will use them to prepare their ways. Close the eyes of those that will close. Bundle the things they have to bundle and put some things aside with the blood of these children. Now, what is going to happen? To release her children, I have to get into that realm. I have to break their cabal. I have to break their powers and rescue the children. Now, the question is it possible? Yes, it is possible. Do I have the capacity? Yes. Oh, you hear me as I do it now. Somebody holla Talknado. Here and now.
Amen.
They will put the children inside the vehicle right now.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
They will move with speed.
Amen.
with speed. They will run straight to the school.
Amen. Jesus.
When they get to the school gate, they will drop them still putting on the same uniform. As they drop them, the vehicle will turn and take off. The gate man of the school will carry the children and keep them.
Amen.
Immediately this service is over,
Amen.
go to the school gate. From the gate man, carry your 3 children. Bratoke inte amba ankologo junde yala. Laga bragazuke te yala la de jango. Yeah. I am traveling to your village now.
Amen.
In the next 20 minutes, that which is planted at the middle of the compound over the years, that is responsible for what your family members have been going through. That in senior, your father with 3 years, it has crippled everyone. It has brought down everyone. It has leveled everyone. In 20 minutes time,
Amen.
I send the fire of God there,
Amen.
locating that particular spot,
Amen.
scattering it by fire.
Amen.
Your brother in China will see good from tomorrow.
Amen.
You will see good from tomorrow.
Amen.
You are a graduate, but you can't show it.
Yes, sir.
Everything about you was lying like that.
Yes, sir.
You are timid inside.
Yes, sir.
You can't even talk to somebody.
Yes, sir.
You can't express yourself in English language as a graduate.
Yes, sir.
You are afraid of going for interview.
Yes, sir.
Everything about your life is showing the backside.
Yes, sir.
But now, I destroy that thing from the root as I free you.
Amen.
Go free.
Amen.
It is done.
Amen.
My sister, do you know anybody called Chukwuka? Chukwuka Okoye. Is it that your brother in China?
Yes, sir. Amen. Amen. Amen.
In the next 25 minutes, every voice calling you from the grave, every voice calling you from under, that voice will cease. Oga, time has come. They called you on the phone. And told you about your first son that is in Dubai. That for some months now, he has lost his memory.
Yes, and the other prophet tell me that he's dead.
No. Listen. Nigerians in Dubai are planning and raising money to find a way to send him to Nigeria because of his mental condition. Anybody talking about death is not the true state of things. But I want to talk. When he was traveling to Dubai, he was not mad.
At all, sir.
Nothing was happening to him when he was traveling to
At all,
Dubai.
nothing happened to him.
Madness is not in your family. He went to Dubai, made some money. Made some money. Because of the money that they made, he made the money with another young man who came from Senegal, who is a Senegalese person. That one called his people. His people asked him for the name of your son. Your son is supposed to get the lion's share, while he will get his own. But the Senegalese boy decided to carry everything. And the only way for him to carry everything, because your son is a stubborn one. That is the reason he couldn't go to school in Uniport.
Yes.
Because of his activities, you people have to arrange money and send him out in a hurry. Because he was a rough one. So if that boy, if they don't do what they did to him, the Senegalese boy cannot carry the money, because he can use anything. I will challenge that force now. Bring down their power. Take the madness and return to the Senegalese boy.
Amen.
Whatever anybody has done to you negatively, that person will carry it on his own head. I need to go to Senegal right now. Can we go? Are you prepared? When other prophets say it's not possible, come, you are too young for what I'm saying. You are too young for what I'm saying. Did any of your child die? You are too young for what I'm saying. You are living like a widow, but your husband is alive.
Yes, sir.
Where do you live? Ukumango.
Yes,
First Road.
sir.
And whenever I have Ukumango na First Road. Are. Ukumango. That's no Oburu the mango. Chicks too young for what I'm saying. I'm not a learning prophet. If I were to be a learning prophet, I would be wondering what I'm hearing. And your child died,
Yes, sir.
and your husband didn't come.
Yes, sir.
And you are trying to tell him, and he doesn't care.
Yes, sir.
Which side of Ngobala is your husband?
Alolo.
Alo.
Alolo.
Alolo. Iwo onye Ngobala, ịma ebe a? Alolo. Oh no, no, that's where your husband is now.
Yes, sir.
But look at you, as small as you are, very young. The woman who is collecting your husband is even your senior.
Yes, sir.
And your husband is with her now.
Yes, sir.
And the lady is the one now controlling your husband.
Yes, sir.
Always with your husband's phone.
Yes, sir.
That is why when you call your husband, she's the one that used to answer you.
Yes, sir.
And she will answer you and be threatening you.
Yes, sir.
I will kill you, I will finish you. I'll deal with you. The rest of your children, they are with you.
Yes, sir.
Child, the future of these children is important to me. And they can't go to school.
Yes, sir.
They're not going to school.
Yes, sir.
Child. Talknado family, this is not fair. This is not fair. Come on, talk to me. This is not fair. Do you agree with me that it is not fair? This is not fair. This is not fair. This is not fair. She's too young to be raising these children alone. And she can't even send them to school. They are hungry. She is hungry and they are hungry. And the man is trying. Not that he's rich, he's trying. Because I'm seeing him on top of roof. Hitting something on a carpenter.
Yes,
On a roofing.
yes, sir.
Because I'm seeing him on top of the roof. But now, anybody holding what is your own must leave it. Help Tell them that Talknado have come. Anybody holding what is your own must live it. They must live it. They must live it. They must live it. They must live it. Raise me your voice and shout the loudest amen. Oh yeah. You want to still go and marry? You want to still marry him?
Yes, sir.
You are talking small.
Yes, sir.
When you get home now, you start crying. Now you have opportunity to talk well now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You like remarriage?
Yes.
Ma indele braya gaza intayegele. Pakuntele ke brada. Zako tubaya entologo junde yagara. Kamandago zaka tete. How can a man in Senegal who call himself Kumako say that what he tie nobody can lose? He makes a boast with it and claims to be the highest when he didn't consider that there are oracles sent by God who shouts who shouts Matute leke brabayu in the laya. He didn't consider that. He boasted that he is the highest when he didn't know that there are people. I will visit him now. Right where he is in Senegal, by the word of prophecy, I enter his shrine. I enter his domain without obeying protocol. I enter his shrine without looking at the things hanging there. I get in there. I scatter his pillar of strength. I turn it into dust. I melt his strength to dust. That is the first stage. The second stage, the same way he made Simeon, your son, mad, in the next 15 minutes, himself will be a madman. The young man he did it for in Dubai will be a madman. Your son will recover. By this time next week, your son will be preparing to come to Nigeria with that money. I sit in the place of my office. I say this case is here.